20-year-old Ayanna Davis, a substitute teacher at Lakeland High School, is now out of a job facing serious charges. She's accused of having sex with one of her male students, who deputies say is 16 years old or younger.
You're a teacher. You're supposed to teach. You're not supposed to be getting involved with students like that.
The investigation began back on December 3rd when a student told a school resource officer about a video on Snapchat showing Davis and another student having sex. According to the affidavit, the male victim sent the video to a large number of Lakeland High School football players. When investigators interviewed Davis, she admitted she and the male student had sex at least 4 times, twice at her home and twice at the student's home, while his parents were asleep upstairs.
Like, girl, what is wrong with you? Did you burn through your last 5 brain cells? So she's locked up in the county jail, and I anticipate that's where she'll spend Christmas, eating turkey off of a loaf.
When investigators confronted the victim, he initially denied ever having sex with Davis before admitting the two had sex 4 times. In interviews, he says he initiated the relationship when he randomly walked up to her one day. He tells police at first the two just liked each other, but says the relationship turned sexual on October 10th after a football game. As of right now, police are still working to track down a copy of this Snapchat video.
We certainly would like for someone to turn it over to us. We know there are copies out there, but they deny it. However, we've talked to multiple witnesses that saw it. So we believe our witnesses.
In a statement, Polk County School Superintendent Frederick Hyde says in part, quote, "We expect substitute teachers to uphold the same high standards of conduct and professionalism as our full-time educators," going on to say that charges against this person are disgraceful and a complete violation of the trust that teachers build with their students.
Okay. I laughed at that one. I had to. I'm sorry. He was like, "Girl, what is wrong with you? Did you burn through your last bit of brain cells?" Oh man, I had to laugh, man. That guy, she just threw her whole life away, man. Threw her whole life away. For what? For what? I don't get it, man. I don't. Lakeland, Florida. Polk County deputies arrested a Lakeland substitute teacher Friday after she allegedly sexually battered a student multiple times, according to a release. The Polk County Sheriff's Office said its investigation began December 3rd after a Lakeland High School student told Lakeland Police School's resource officers that a video was posted through Snapchat of Ayanna Davis, 20, of Lakeland and another student having sex. The video was allegedly shown to a large group of Lakeland High School football players, according to the student. Deputies have not seen the video and are trying to locate it. "I know it's out there somewhere, someplace," Sheriff Grady Judd said. "It's always is, and that's not a good thing. He's still a juvenile, a child, and she's an adult, and she had sex, and it's wrong on every level." Davis had been working at a Lakeland High School as a substitute English teacher under the employment of Kelly Education, which helps with staffing substitutes at Polk County Public Schools when needed. "The safety of the students is our highest priority," wrote Denise Radnor with Kelly Education. Ayanna Davis has been deactivated and is not able to accept assignments pending the outcome of the criminal investigation. Davis was hired by Kelly Education in August after successfully completing and passing all her background and screening requirements. The sheriff's office took over the investigation once authorities learned her home was in the unincorporated part of Polk County. During an interview with detectives, Davis admitted to having unprotected sex with the student 4 times. "You could be pregnant." "Twice at her house and twice at his house," Sheriff's office said. "This is a clear violation of sexual battery laws," Sheriff Grady Judd said. "She was in a position of influence over the victim, and she took advantage of that for her own twisted pleasure." According to the sheriff's office, her admissions matched what the victim told deputies. Davis faces 2 charges of sexual battery by custodian and offenses against students by authority figure from county warrants and 2 other sexual battery charges from Lakeland police. We expect the substitute teachers to uphold the same high standards of conduct and professionalism as full-time educators, Superintendent Frederick Hyde said. The charges against the person are disgraceful and a complete violation of trust that teachers build with their students. There is no room in our schools for this type of conduct. Cali Education did not disclose Davis's level of certification. Beginning in October, Polk County Public Schools changed its policy to allow anyone 21 years or older with a high school or GED degree to be a substitute teacher. They're probably going to change it again. Her arraignment hearing is scheduled for January 10th, 2022. So because of her, good substitute teachers are actually want to do their job. The standards will be changed again. All right? And this is the thing. I don't expect her to get a harsh sentence. She's probably not going to get a harsh sentence. She's not. Probably community service, a year of community service, probation. That's what's going to happen to her because she is a female. Okay? But if it was a male, that man will never see the light of day again. Never. Now, here's the next story, though. Okay? Lincoln County prison guard charged with engaging in sexual acts with an inmate. Ladies just throwing their lives away. Good benefits being a correction officer. You know how hard it is to be a correction officer? To get in first and then to pass the academy and to actually do the job. Lincolnton, North Carolina deputies say a prison guard at the Lincoln Correctional Center in Lincolnton was arrested on Monday for having a sexual relationship with an inmate. The guard, Ashley Hubbard, 26, of Gastonia, admitted to having a relationship with an inmate and engaging in sexual activities, according to a news release. This is my thing, right? You're having sex with a man that after you go home, he's putting his balls and shaft in another man's anus. And you're probably sucking that off. That very same, shaft and balls has been in another man's anus, and you're sucking it off. You letting him nut in you. I know you don't have condoms. And you probably have a disease, and that's going to be, let's say you are dating somebody on the outside. You could give them a disease. This is how diseases spread from the prison into the black community. And these women think it's cool. Okay? And it's so bad in New York City, they have the pep talk with it to tell these people it is not worth it. Don't do it. It is not worth it. It definitely isn't worth it for the men because men are automatically going to jail. You're getting arrested and you're going to jail. All right? Automatic. But for women, these women stay getting pregnant. And I really think women should not have any business working in a male correctional facility. You need to be working in a women's facility, period. Men work in men facilities, women work in women facilities. That way you don't have to worry about women getting pregnant by inmates, by female inmates. Female inmates can't get other females pregnant. That's it. All right. Sad thing is many of you women, like 4 women getting pregnant by the same inmate. It happens. Deputies say Hubbard was charged with sexual act by a custodian for her involvement and placed in jail under a $2,500 secured bond. Detectives say investigation into Hubbard began on November 2nd when the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office received a report of a prison guard engaging in sexual activities with an inmate. So people probably snitched you out. They dropped dimes on your dumb ass. Okay? Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Okay? And again, who knows? She probably get a couple of months in jail? That's probably it. That's probably what she will get. A couple of months in jail. All right? The system is very biased. Very biased. Okay? Nothing really, no slap on the wrist. And the system is very biased. That's the problem. So this will always keep on happening. And another thing is also, these kids that are going to be born from these women, okay, that's the problem too. That's another thing too. These women are going to be giving birth to babies whose dad's in prison, or the dad is too young to even the dad is too young to even do it, to even help provide for the kid. That's the problem. That is the problem right there. And this woman right here, okay, who had sex with a minor raw, okay, she'll be banned from being a teacher. Okay, she probably won't get a job. Very hard for her to get a job, but she'll probably get a minimum wage job, and she may be pregnant. So these women are so selfish. They don't give a damn about anybody else. They don't give a damn. All right? That you're going to bring a life into this world that you can't provide for at all. They want to talk about men being deadbeat dads? What about these females going into these prisons? And it's supposed to be upholding the law. They're supposed to be doing their job. And they're getting knocked up and bringing babies in this world that they can't provide for because now they have a felony. What about that? What about that? But they'll probably still get WIC. They'll probably still get government assistance. That's the thing. Funny thing, though, you know, the men who have sex with the male correction officers who have sex with inmates, to get that inmate pregnant and they're slapped with a sex offender charge, they can't get any assistance to provide for that kid. Okay. I don't give a damn about, you know, the male teachers who act retarded and have sex with a minor. They need to go to jail and they need to stay there. Don't come out. I don't know what that that minor girl is gonna do. I don't know what she's gonna do. She'll get assistance. She'll be all right. You know, but the correction officer male who gets a female inmate, adult female pregnant, there's no help for him. And he's slapped with a sex offender charge. He can't do anything for the kid. You see how biased the law is? Sad. And I feel bad for the children. I feel bad for the children. I really do. Well, tell me what you think in the comments. What do you think? What do you think about this story? Let me know in the comments. What do you think about these two individuals? All right. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Later.